This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the Agents of Edgewatch.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, we sort of cheat and let everyone level up in the middle of a dungeon crawl, because otherwise they would all die, because it's going to get really, really hard. That's why. So as I said last week, Paizo did something kind of strange. They have a dungeon crawl where you are required to level up in the middle of the dungeon crawl. At the same time, the dungeon crawl is all supposed to happen in one continuous swoop. So, not sure how you're supposed to do that, because the official ruling, although it doesn't really say this in the book, but I've spoken to Paizo about this in the past, the official ruling is that to level up, you have to rest. And that mostly has to do with spellcasters, because if you have spellcasters, imagine you have like half your spells cast, and then you level up, like what happens to the spells, because you didn't really do a long rest. So do they get the spells? Do they not get the spells? I mean, I guess what you could do is that you could have a spellcaster who, say, casts like most of their spells, and then you say, okay, well now you're the new level, but you just don't get any new spells, and you have to do a long rest. But that sort of defeats the purpose, because especially if you go to a level like 5 or 7 or 9, where you're getting all these new level spells, and you really want to cast them. So it's a big difference. Anyhow, long story short, just to make your life as a GM a lot easier, the unofficial official rule is that between leveling, you're supposed to do a long rest. Now the problem here is how? How are they supposed to do a long rest? They're in the middle of this dungeon crawl. They can't just like say, you know what, we're in the middle of the dungeon crawl, we didn't catch all the bad guys, just hold on, we're gonna go take a break, like sleep for a day, come back, and then finish killing you. Like, it doesn't really work. So yeah, I guess it just was what it was, and they just sort of hope the GMs can handle it. So that's kind of what we do. Actually, I will say that the way this dungeon is set up, it's not too bad, because levels 1 and 2 are kind of self-contained. There's only so many exits and entrances, at least that they know of, so you can sort of blockade the area and sort of take a rest. So, whatever. For some story reasons, it actually works out. So I just always find it strange whenever Paizo does this in their adventure paths. They don't do it very often. It's actually pretty rare that this occurs, but it does bother me in the sense that I have to plan for it and figure out a way to sort of make it work within the narrative, that they're taking an 8-hour rest in the middle of trying to track down killers and doing what they're doing. But whatever. Also this week, I want to mention that they encounter a creature that is so repulsively disgusting that I can't even describe it in completion, because I was scared that people might be so taken aback and disgusted by the true description of what they encounter later in this episode that they might stop listening, because it could be seen as extremely offensive. But here's the craziest part. This thing really exists. This is based on something that exists in our world. This is not something that's fantasy make-believe. If you look it up and Google it, you'll be, horrified. And so yeah, think of this when they're encountering this creature later in this episode. Also, this starts the beginning of several weeks of guest stars on the show, starting next week with someone that you know and love, but has not been on the show for a very, very long time. I'm sure you can all guess who this might be, especially if you listen to Dead Sons. But that person is going to be on the show at least for 1, maybe 2 weeks. But the reason is that they grow the party size and they have an NPC that hangs out with them. And I don't really love playing NPCs for an extended period of time because I already got a lot of things to do when I'm running the game. And plus, I find it strange running an NPC that's helping the PCs. It sort of is very distracting for me, and I got to role play it, and it's just like one more thing that I can do for short spurts, but for extended periods of time, it feels kind of weird. So Seth actually had a great idea. He says, why don't we just bring in guests to play the NPC? And I said, that is a fantastic idea. Of course, in theory, it's a good idea until I ask 10 people, hey, you want to play this NPC? And they're all busy. And that is also kind of why we stopped doing Tales from the Black Lodge, is because it is really, really, really hard to get guests to join you. It seems like it would be so easy, and you can ask 20, 30 people, and they're always busy. It doesn't seem to matter when. So anyhow, for the next couple of weeks, we have a guest, and it's different guests, more or less, each time. So that will be fun, and you will see why at the end of this episode. But with that, let's quickly go to show notes. I'm going to try to always keep show notes much quicker than I usually do. First up, RPG Superstar. We're moving quite along. We are about 2/3 done with the monsters, and everything's moving along. So hopefully we'll be able to talk more at PaizoCon. I'm trying to get a panel at PaizoCon so you can at least talk to us and see what we're doing, and you can talk to some of the editors and authors, and that will be a lot of fun. At the bare minimum, I will try to at least get something at Gen Con. I am presuming Gen Con is actually going to happen this year. I know a lot of people don't think it will, but from various things that I know, both money-wise and virus-wise, I think it is safe to assume that Gen Con will happen this year in some capacity. That's not online. I think it is going to be in person. It will be different than it used to be, but I think they're still going to do it. Don't forget, do check out the Discord channel if you want to hang out, see spoilers, talk to us, or play games. We have over 400 tables of Pathfinder and Starfinder games that are happening and starting all the time. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. And then finally, if you want to listen to the show early, or if you want to watch us play just for $5, you can become a Patreon. Just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com. But with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Last we left off, you were in an epic battle for your life, and then some, against Roslo and the Attic Whisperer, who you think might have been her little sister, the one that starved to death. And the Attic Whisperer was doing horrible things to you. And then Roslo, let's see what happened. She's down, the Attic Whisperer's dead. Lomang is 5 hit points and dying 2, I think. Basil, 6 hit points, dying 2. Dougie, 6 hit points, dying 1. And enfeebled, and other horrible things. Gomez, not a scratch. Gomez looks like he just came out of the salon.
Fresh as a daisy.
That's right.
Typical.
Like, what's wrong with you guys? Get up. Fight's over. Let's party. You feeling all right? You're a little slow there.
No kidding.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
All right, so what are you going to do? Because that was it. That was like, it was the fight of the century, and you're now inside the attic with an unconscious Roslo, a dead Attic Whisperer, cages with skeletons of birds in them. It's a lovely place you found to hang out in, and you're not even done. You only finished. Let's see. You finished the first floor. You finished the second floor. You have those escaped. Well, no, you have the tortured victims that you put up, and they're resting. You have now her. There's a lot going on, so you kind of tell me what you want to do, and we'll go from there.
Hey, let's refresh our memories of where we stand on certain things.
Seth Lipton is playing Gomez, a goblin elementalist sorcerer.
I don't believe we've looted anything. That is...
Yeah, well, let me tell you, I'm out of scrolls of healing. I have none. I have no potions of healing.
I have some potions.
John Statz is playing Cadet Dougie McDougal, a human ruffian rogue.
And I have, by my count, 1 spell slot of first level and 1 spell slot of second level. So I have an enhanced heal opportunity and a regular heal opportunity, and that is it for healing from me. People who are all 5 hit points
Right.
and dying.
We're out of combat, so we can just do medicine, right?
Chris Beamer is playing Lo Mang, an orc tiefling monk of the Crane style.
We've got some answers,
Right.
I think.
But I mean, like that, like we're in rough shape as far as
In terms of big
proceeding
picture
goes.
and continuing any
Oh, I
further,
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think we're in any position to do so at this point.
Jason McDonald is playing Basil Blackfeather, a Tengu empiricist investigator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. Like, what do you guys got?
Well, let's find out what these guys have in case they have, like, scrolls of healing. You never know. But, yeah, I think we're so tapped out that I'm ready to take the news to the captain and explain, like, what's going on so far with this hotel.
There's the downstairs.
So,
I'm like wondering if there's something we can do about that. Like we have that mimic buddy. You know, like can we set him as a guard on the door to the downstairs and somehow lock it, and isolate it, and then go and report, and then come back and then proceed.
Possible, but that thing may just attack us again, you know?
It's up to you. Is there even like furniture we could put in front of a door or something, or the old like climbing spike trick or something? I mean,
Yeah, just something to seal it up, so whatever's in there can't escape.
as far as you know,
but we can take a long rest and recover fully, and then proceed.
Yeah.
let me give you the full laydown. So here's the full laydown. The hotel is mostly empty. The only people you have currently in the hotel is the honeymooning couple, who Dougie knows very well, Mrs. Honeywall, who Gomez knows very well. You have the mimic, who is excited to help you out. So that's on the first floor. And then the family you escorted out, so they're gone. On the second floor, you have Caminilis and Lirma, and that is the crazy wizard, and they're resting. You kind of, I can't remember if you knocked... Oh, that's right. You fought them and knocked them out. So they're resting. Pretty Girl and Little Bit are destroyed. The Red Cap, you locked in the torture chamber room, so that's not going anywhere. The animated statues you destroyed.
I don't think we did that. The animated
Yeah, you
statues,
did.
we closed the door.
No. Those you killed a long time ago.
Oh, no, the flying things. There's some spinning things or something.
Yeah, there's some traps.
Yeah, you're thinking like the room with
traps.
the spinning blades. We didn't take care of that one.
Yeah, something
But
we
I don't
had to-
think we have.
We don't
have no tools to do. We have no tools to do that.
Yeah,
anyways.
and more importantly, you don't really even have to if you don't want. There's nothing in that room that you're aware of. And then finally, you have taken care of Roslo, and she is unconscious. Now, you found the secret chamber, and there is a secret door from Hendrik Pratchett's office / his bedroom that brought you down into the basement, which
Right.
you scouted out for about 5 seconds, realized, okay, this is a dark, dank, scary-looking basement, and you went into a room that was filled with hundreds of jars of floating things, and then you said to yourself, let's go upstairs, and then you quickly ran back upstairs, and that's it. So,
Dougie found a sign that said, you must be level 4 to ride this ride.
pretty much. Here's the things. First, there's only one way in and out that you can tell to the basement. 2, you are easily level 4 now. 3, because of the way this adventure was written, which is a little weird, I'm not sure exactly why they did this, but they did write it in such a way that they expected you to do level 1 and level 2 when you were 3rd level characters, and in the basement when you're level 4. Now, I actually know, quote, the official rules is you're supposed to rest 24 hours before you level up, but I'm not going to do that. So you guys can just do a long rest. And that's only just because of the way this module is situated. Because it's not realistic to the story for you to like, oh boy, let's go and spend the next 24 hours resting and getting better and then tackle the basement. So we're not going to do that. So to keep the story going, I can have you a long rest. And yes, you probably can block the door or put the mimic or whatever you want, but there's only one way in and out. You guys can do the rest. You'll get all healed up. You'll become level 4. You'll get all your spells back. And more importantly, you are in Absalom. So you do have some things. If you really want to quickly run back, you probably can. If you want to get some more scrolls or some potions, you probably can. I probably wouldn't leave the whole scene, but if one of you or two of you want to run back and do a report and come back, that should be fine. Does that make sense?
That sounds obvious. That
makes
also
sense, right?
Yeah.
like narratively. That's great that I'm the one that actually doesn't need rest. I'm
Yeah,
the
you're
one that's
not
dying,
dead
right?
one or two.
So I can go to the grocery store and pick us up some Coke, and
Yeah.
I check in with Mom, and then come right back.
Get some pizza.
Yeah, and then you can do long rest, and that could just be the like semi hand waved where you just sort of recoup, become level 4. You get all your spells back. Everyone's gonna get everything back, and then you guys can tackle the basement.
Can you get me a box of Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies?
Absolutely, that and milk. We need milk.
And I'm not sharing either. I'm not sharing. So if you want your own, you get another. You better get 2
A
boxes.
couple scratch-off
to-
tickets.
Yeah, a couple scratch off tickets.
Well, to further the story, I do
Some
want to search
Powerball.
their bodies in case.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I just want to know,
Sure.
connect A with B before anybody leaves the hotel, because we might have to report something. So
Oh, of course. Of
You
course.
never
Right.
So anyhow, Roslo, now that she is completely under the weather because you knocked her out, you find 2 daggers on her. You found, what do you know, healing potions, but they're all drunk. Wah, wah. Explains how she was much
Oh,
stronger.
right. We did kind of let her
Dang
run
it.
away upstairs, so she probably chugged all her healing potions.
That's right. She has 2 short swords. She has a pretty cool studded leather armor built into her coat. So she kind of has it's like a business attire, and inside of it is like studded leather armor. And she has a ring, and the ring is really strange. That's what you find.
I read its auras.
Oh,
yeah,
boy,
what
here
are
we
the
go.
auras? Give us the auras.
Illusion. Oh wait, let me do it like Doug Henning. Illusion.
The wonderful world of illusion.
That's for our older listeners.
Do we have any auras over the weapons? Like, is there anything special about the daggers or the swords?
The daggers and the short swords have no auras. Oh wait, I forgot. Hidden inside of a concealed pocket in her jacket, you find a wand.
Bum bum bum.
Oh! Hit me with the wand. Let's see what happens. Hit me with the wand. Actually,
So
don't do
investigate
that.
the
I
wand.
only have 6 hit points.
What was you saying, Seth?
Would we examine the wand?
Sure. It's a wand. It's giving off evocation magic. Someone want to try to ID it? Actually, I think only one person can ID it.
I think I actually have the ability to do so.
Yeah.
Yes, you're the only one because Gomez is a hedge sorcerer. He has no capability to actually identify.
I got no
anything.
book learning.
Seriously.
It's a hedge fund sorcerer.
Well, are you going to spend 10 minutes, Basil, looking at this wand?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay. Now you've dedicated your 10 minutes to this. He looks at this wand, which features a carved dragon's head at the top and polished metal sphere set into its midsection. After Basil looks at this, he goes, "Ooh, this is so nice," and he just tucks it into like his coat pocket because he doesn't want to give it to anyone else. He's like, "Oh yeah,
Is it also shiny, and therefore I'm attracted to shiny objects? Like
It's
a bird?
very shiny. It's got polished metal sphere." You're like,
Start nibbling on it a little bit with my beak.
That's right. You're like, it's both a chew toy and a wand. It's a wand of manifold missiles. Do you know what that is?
What?
Sounds like magic missile.
Yeah, magic
but
missiles.
Oh, you wish it was magic missile. Actually, let me rephrase that. You don't wish it's magic missile. The Wand of Manifold Missiles allows you to cast magic missile at level 1. After you cast a spell, an additional missile is released from the wand at the start of your turn for 1 minute.
Nice.
Holy! So
it basically, you fire it and then you just hold it, and it's like a Roman candle, and it just fires.
it's like DOT magic missiles,
Yeah,
basically.
it fires 9 more missiles after the first one.
MMOT, magic missile over time.
Nice.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
do anything
really-
while you're holding it? Like, is
Yes.
it a concentration thing?
No,
Can you
you
cast
just
other
hold
spells?
it. You have to hold it.
Okay.
It only lasts 1 minute while you're holding. If you try to drop it, it stops firing. So you can't cast it and then throw it. So anyone who has a one-handed weapon or anything one-handed, they can just hold it in their hand and then use their other hand for firing. And the only requirement is you need to cast a spell. So that means it's exactly 2 people who can use that. That would be Dougie and Lomang. There you go. They're the only ones.
I actually can cast a spell.
Yeah.
No, you can't. That's key strike is innate. That's not cast a spell ability.
It is under spells. It's focus spells.
It's innate ability. It's not the keyword cast a spell. It's different. Cast a spell means you have to be able to cast spells that are basically, they have to have spell components, or you have to be a wizard or sorcerer or bard, oracle, that sort of thing. So I know what you mean, but you actually can't. Anyhow, okay, that's that. Anything else you guys want to do? You have the ring.
Can I take I'll take a run at the ring too.
Yeah, the good thing is if you miss, you can do it tomorrow after your rest. The ring actually is pretty easy to figure out. Man, your Arcana is really high. Yeah, you look at this ring, and this is a really cool ring. You put it on, and you realize, wow, this is a ring of discretion. These are very uncommon and unusual. They're not very expensive. They're only 15 gold.
What does that mean?
But what they do is they magically conceal your armor and weapons by turning them invisible or creating the illusion that they're just ordinary clothes. It doesn't change your appearance, but it does conceal your weapons and armors. And as soon as you wield the weapon, it becomes obvious to onlookers. And after you sheath it, after a minute, it becomes an illusion again.
That's
So-
cool.
That's cool. I like
That's
it.
why you were like, remember when she was fighting and all of a sudden weapons appeared in her hands? Because you were like,
Yes.
what the heck is going on? Because she literally was pulling them out. And to you, it looked like she was just wearing a nice suit. In reality, she had armor and weapons galore, and they were just hidden.
Interesting.
It would be interesting if that was given to someone who we don't have one in our party, but someone who wore plate. So they'd be clanking around, but they'd look like they're wearing clothing.
Well, here's the funny thing. If you give it to someone who doesn't wear weapons or armor, like Lo Mang, it makes him look like he's naked. So, of course, Chris totally missed that because he walked away. I'm going to have to repeat that joke.
No, I heard it because I have a wireless headset.
All right, well, if you put that on, you're going to look naked.
Can I go back to the wand for just a second?
No.
No, just
Oh, okay, yes.
in terms of the mechanics of it. It fires missiles if you cast some other spell,
No.
or does it have its own spell?
It has its own spell. So this is how wands work. Let me go through wands. Wands are very weird in this game, and they're very powerful, and they're very cool. When you use a wand, you can use wand once per day. Sort of. When you cast it, you basically say, I'm going to use the wand, and then I can either cast a 1, 2, or 3 action magic missile. You can do whatever you want, and it's cast as a level 1 spell. It comes out of the wand. It's still a spell in a can.
Okay, that's
Because this is a special type of wand, it also, this is above a wand of magic missile, which you can make or buy, would just cast magic missile. This is a wand of manifold missiles, which not just casts a missile, but then continues to cast missiles every round for a minute. It's just one missile at a time. That is a free action. So once you cast it, you just hold the wand, and every action, you can say, okay, I'm going to cast my missile at this monster. And then the next round, you're saying, okay, I'm casting at this. So you can change the monster. Now, here's the
Okay,
thing.
I thought you meant I had to cast a spell to get a
No.
missile to come
You
out
have
of
to
the
have the ability to cast spells to use a wand. That is the requirement. Now here's the other thing. Now wands have this thing where if you ever want to use a wand a second time in one day, you can. However, there's a 50% chance that the wand will either break or explode. So if you really, really, really want to cast another spell, you can, and then you literally just do a flat check, and you have a 50% chance that the wand breaks, and then you have to get it repaired before you can use it again, or it explodes, and then it can never be used again. That's how wands work.
Okay, and I mean, Seth, I'm not trying to step on your toes. If you want to make a case for you having the wand, that's cool. I was sort of thinking, since you've kind of moved into the role of healer and you have more spells total, maybe I would use it, but we can, I mean, I'm not trying to hog it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, let's think it through, because it might be good either way. Because like in combat, you do a lot of devising a stratagem and then attack.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like, would you want to swap back and forth from, or like have the wand as like a backup?
Well, theoretically, I would start combat with the wand, and then just have it in my offhand, and just be doing a magic missile every turn on top of my attacks. If I was the one using it, that's how I would be using it.
Now, this magic missile every turn, does that use additional actions on the turn?
It's automatic.
How often can you use a wand?
Because the thing that I'm wondering is
once a day.
Like, it might be better because I was wondering if it might be better for me to have it so I'm attacking and healing at the same time.
And that works too. I mean, I don't want to be possessive about it. I mean, I could see a strategy for either of us using it.
You can, throw the wand in the middle of combat. Pass me the
wand.
wand.
Why don't you take it for now? We'll see how it goes.
Give me the whip. I'll throw you the idol.
Yeah.
Much.
Like if it looks like you're not really using that much, you don't really have the opportunity. Your actions don't work out. Like, it would just swap.
It only works once a day, so this is
right.
It's
Pick
kind of
one
a thing
combat, you pull out
and that's
for a boss or something.
Is it once a day or
it's once a day?
Once a day.
It's
they
once
change
a day. Or I just explained this.
Right.
If it's once a day,
push it.
Or then if you try to, you can use it a second time during the day, and there's a 50% chance it'll break or blow up.
That's actually kind of hilarious, because the way that our campaign is going, that's like once every 3 levels we get to use it. Because that's how fast we've been going every 5 levels.
That's true. Once per day. Well, you never know. I mean, wands. The wand mechanic is different in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I think it's pretty interesting and pretty well made, because this way it adds extra spells, but you can't go crazy. You can't have like spell in a cannon, 50 of them. It just doesn't work that way anymore. Anyhow. All right. So
also, I'd like to grab one of the short swords if they're non-magic.
They're non-magic,
but because that actually lets me go back to my original idea on my first level spells for my sneak preview level 4. But we can get to that.
I'm going to hand Dougie a dagger and say you should probably be using this.
Yeah, that's totally. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, daggers are stupid.
Okay.
We're gonna be encountering monsters that are gonna have hardness, and like multiple attacks doesn't go hand in hand with fighting that.
All right. Well, I'm taking a money collection because I have 5 gold pieces.
Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell
you.
you. Wait, I forgot to tell you. I'll get to you in a second. You also find keys, and you presume these are the keys to the hotel. So I forgot. Sorry about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Was there any intel at all? Any notes?
You find the keys to the hotel after Dougie has successfully picked every single lock
pretty much.
in this hotel, making it not even worth it. Yeah, we found a journal. Remember last time we found the journal, and you even found that note about an upcoming bank robbery. I wonder what that means.
Boy, I don't remember that at all.
It was right at the end of the last session.
Okay.
The good thing about the keys is we can lock doors with keys.
Yeah, look at the Edgewatch handouts, and...
Oh, yeah, the note says, got a job if you're interested, big money in plain sight. Strike while the streets are soaked with tourists. We need a Jimmy. You in? All right. So
correct.
Obviously.
You found the journal, and inside the journal was a recent entry detailing how a gang of thieves called the Copper Palm contacting Roslow and try to recruit her for a bank robbery they're planning to coincide with the Radiant Parade. And you also find that note. And then she wrote in there saying, I've told them I'm out of the game, but still the Copper Hand comes calling. Using the Radiant Parade as cover for a bank job is clever, but no way am I getting involved with that lot again. And you know that the Radiant Parade is in a little more than a week from now. So,
Clock's ticking. All right, so Dougie's ready to rest.
okay, now as for money collection, you did find some gold here and there, so let's see what you found. Okay, I have the money here. Dougie, assuming we evenly split the money that you've been finding, Dougie has 11 gold, Basil has 13 gold, Gomez has 10 gold, and Lomang has 74 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm. I'm saving for a rainy day.
That's after we split the treasure?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's only splitting gold that you found. You haven't really been...
I have how much gold? I have 10 now?
You have 10.15, actually.
I'm saving for a rainy day.
10 gold, 15 silver.
All right, so how much do you
Well, one
want,
silver, 5 copper.
Gomez?
One silver, 5 copper. That's a really good question. I mean, my like, of course, I was just like thinking just rebuying all the stuff that I used, but then I'm thinking getting, like, can I get scrolls of heightened heal?
No.
So I could just get a scroll of heal.
Well, you get a scroll. Oh, heightened heal. Yeah. You can get a scroll. You get a level 2 scroll of heal, of course. And I think that's 12 gold. I thought you said something else. Yeah, you can get a scroll of heal level 1, level 2, level 3, as whatever you want. As long as you can cast it,
right,
you can get the scroll for it.
Right, because I was thinking, like, that might be the thing we want to invest in now, since I can cast that now, so I can use it. But, so that's 12. Oh, man, it's so expensive. I don't know. What should we buy?
I can afford
Guys,
one.
This is all group money. What should we buy?
I mean, I'd be willing to put it in for healing because we probably are going to need that.
Yeah.
Wait, how much group money do we have?
That's the problem.
Or are you just talking about kicking in?
Give me a second. I'll post it in chat.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, do we want to get a shopping list together and then pool the money?
I don't know. Like, honestly,
I think we
it
wanna
depends
make it
on how much
quick.
money we have. That's the thing.
There, I put it in handouts.
Really, all I just want is one potion of the 12 gold piece potion of healing. That's all I want.
So you found some gold coins here and there, which you were able to take. You found that gold necklace, which you could probably run back over and get some stuff out of that. You found that recording rod, but probably can't do much with that. I mean, the only things you really found that are, quote, worth money, well, the Wand of Manifold Missiles is worth 80 gold. The Corpse Ward Pendant is actually worth 75 once you turn it in, so that's worth a lot. Other than that, you really have, you haven't found a ton of stuff that's worthwhile yet, in terms of, like, quote, buying healing, so, yet.
Well, I have 11 gold. I don't have enough for even one scroll.
Like the total of all the coin. See, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to make it simple and just get moving too. The total of all the coin is 108.99.
No.
If my math is correct, and we buy 9 level 2 healing scrolls, that's 108.
Well, where are you getting that number, that 108 number from?
Well, that's the total. If you
that's
include
the total of all the loot so far.
Dougie, Basil, Lomang, and Gomez. That's what you guys.
Oh, you mean you're talking about? But I have 75 and John has 10. So
yeah,
that doesn't work for me.
So you're
There
saying
it is.
So you're saying you don't want to, like, if you had the salad and John had the steak, you don't want to split the bill? Is that what
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. And someone going a step further, like, that's my gold. That's not group gold. Like, I'm willing to kick in
Why is Lomang gaining 75 gold?
because
I
I'm
don't understand that.
saving.
he's been saving it. He's been saving up.
Okay, but I don't.
Because I'm a monk, I have modest needs.
I mean, that's the discussion. It's like how much healing do we need and how much is it going to cost?
Well, it's really not much of a question because Dougie Gomez can't afford those level 12 scores. Basil can only afford one. So if Lomang doesn't want to spend, then really he is the only one.
I'll
And that's fine.
contribute
You can
12 gold
save
to
your
that.
money.
Because the level 1 scrolls are cheap, right? They're like 4 or something.
4 gold, and then level 2s are 12.
I will contribute.
Maybe I should just reboot what I have. Just not get anything new and just reboot what I have and just see how much that is, and that might be the simplest.
Here's also your scrolls and antidotes and stuff. You have no scrolls left. 0. Now, minor healing potions, Dougie has 4. And of lesser healing, Dougie actually has 3, and
3.
Basil has 2. Lomang and Gomez, 0.
Oh,
you have no
lots of healing.
none. They're all gone.
Yeah.
All gone.
It's 4 gold for a first level scroll.
Yes.
All right. So according to what I have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40. So I'm 40 gold piece out of pocket for the scrolls that I used on our expense report that I'm submitting. I've brought receipts. I deserve to be reimbursed 40 gold pieces to replenish all my scrolls.
Sure.
So let's start with that.
Does that
Lomang,
come out of the party?
Chris, you'd have to kick in a little bit more than your quote unquote equal share to get there. But
Okay.
Or no, if we each kick in 10,
10, that's fine.
then we'd be all right.
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I will do that.
But that doesn't solve anything because then Lomang or Gomez is only going to go to the. There's only one thing he's going to buy. It's not like you're saving up for anything else. I mean, there's no reason to leave unless you're going to buy more healing. Right?
Well, that's all. I'm going to buy all these scrolls that I have to replace.
Yeah.
That's what he's buying. He's
you're not
rebuying.
already out of pocket
He's-
40. Okay, you're
No,
okay.
he's
Right.
rebuying
That's why I
everything
say I
he
have my
used.
receipts. It's like look at the here.
Oh,
My
I thought it
receipts
was-
are my
I
used
thought this was
scrolls. I have my
past
used
due.
scrolls as receipts.
Oh, I see. I thought that this was past due. Okay. Yeah, sure. 10. Boom. Simple.
Yep.
So maybe
Yeah.
the simplest thing is I run off and just do that, and I just click the other button on my character sheet, and I don't, and that's.
You could actually just get 3 level 2s and 1 level 1 scroll. For that.
I was thinking it might be simpler just to not
Just
bother.
do the simple.
Yeah, just to do simple and just untap everything I tapped on my
Oh,
character
okay.
Agreed.
All
I
right.
like it.
That's up
Because
to
the other
40.
stuff is useful
Is
too.
there a magic reference there?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so unless somebody else has a special order for the store, why don't I just say that I did that and I'm doing that?
Agreed.
All right.
And
Perfect.
and while I'm out, I'll police the prisoners, report to the boss. I guess wouldn't that be appropriate?
Yes.
Okay, I tidy all that up. So I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna do all the legwork. I do legwork.
You do legwork.
You're doing the paperwork is what you're doing.
I
That's
know.
what you're doing.
You go back and you give them a quick rundown of we got an active crime scene. Yeah, we got too much to explain. Here's some prisoners. We'll take care of the paperwork later. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go back and secure the rest of the scene and get the rest of the prisoners. And don't no one go near the hotel. And that's kind of all you do. You just sort of give them the laydown, and they're gonna go maybe at least guard the area so that no one goes in and out. But yeah, you can go back.
I run to Scroll Costco.
Yeah, you run to CVS, and they have all the scrolls nice and neat. You got to show your ID because it's in a case, because you can't trust anyone nowadays. I tell you, you got to show that you actually are of age and can buy a scroll. So, what scrolls do you want? The goblin with the little name tag. His name is funny enough. It's not Lo Mang, but it's Mang Lo. Who figures? Goblins. Anyhow, Mang Lo comes up to you and it's like, "Oh, what scrolls would you like there, sir?"
It's and I give him the shopping list. I got some heals. I needed my spider sting back, a snowball.
Oh, okay.
A hydraulic push.
Oh, okay.
Whatever it was. That I used.
Whatever you use. Let's see. I got here. Let's see. 1 snowball, 1 spider sting. Did you use hydraulic push? Okay, another hydraulic push.
You used hydraulic push. Yeah.
Yeah, use that against the statue, I think.
And how many scrolls of heal do you want? We have different types, and they're sorted by different companies. You have Acme Scroll. You have healings and
This one's got a vanilla scent to it.
Not the Acme. That Acme, they had
Not
a
the
smudge
Acme?
on page 2 on one of them.
Okay.
No,
Well,
not them.
I'll
take
tell
the
you
other
right
guys.
now, although there's no discount on it, the house scrolls, I think, are written much nicer and in a much nicer
Font.
parchment.
On the vellum.
Has a new font.
As much nicer parchment than your store bought scrolls, the big money scrolls. So if you want a CVS brand scroll, I would suggest you go with ours because
it's more like Mordenkainen or Tensor.
Mordenkainen and Tensor. Those you're paying for the name. I tell you that's what you're paying for when you get those scrolls.
Well, I'm in a hurry, so here's your 40. Do what you can do.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's work this out. 40, huh? Is that what do you want? 10 level 1 scrolls for 40? Oh, plus you had these others, so that would be seven level 1 scrolls. Is that correct?
It should be a total of 10. It should be because it should be
four
each.
The hydraulic push, the snowball, and the spider sting. That's 3 right there. So that's for and then
the heals
more.
And it should the heals and it should add up to 10.
Yes. So that's 10 right there. So when he throws them into the basket and he's
what about the customer loyalty card? You buy 10, you get one for free.
Yeah, I want my card punched.
Okay, you're right. Oh, and he punches the card. He goes, yeah, I'll tell you what, here you go. Here's an extra one for free. Here's an 8th scroll. There you go.
Nice.
Because you got the CVS brand scrolls.
And I don't need my ticket validated because I came on foot.
Good job. Good thing. Don't forget your loyalty program. Yeah, you got an extra scroll just for being loyal customers. And I'll tell you, he liked you because you're a goblin. That's why. Because he's a goblin too. Goblins got to stick together. Gives you a little secret handshake. What can CVS stand for in the world of Galarian? Jason, come up with something quick. You're good with that.
Hold on a second. Well, I'm not instantaneous about it.
You're taking too long. Patrons, come up with something funny.
Casper's value scroll.
Caster's vellum source. Isn't vellum the usual material for scrolls?
True. Well, it's not just scrolls. They sell everything. So it'd be like Caster's values. No, it's Caster's valued source. No, gotta come up with something better. God, we gotta make this canon. Up, Action Jackson's typing something.
I had to look up consumer value store. I didn't even know what it meant. I thought it was a medical term, honestly.
Casting valued spells. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good. We'll say CVS. It stands for Casting Valued Spells. It started out as just a store that sold scrolls and various spell components, but it's grown over the years. Now, if you need torches, you got wands, you got caltrops, any of your adventuring needs, just come to CVS.
Beauty supplies.
Yeah, you got it.
Centaurs very smelly.
That's right. If you need some of that, you need some musk, we got it.
Non-perishable food.
Yep. Trail rations, iron rations.
Yeah, that's right.
You got them all.
They keep the trail rations by the register.
Which oddly is what our CVS sells.
I know. See, next time you go to CVS, you're going to be going, you know what? I think that would be
Give
in
me
the
some
world
trail
of Galarian.
rations.
That would be in the world of Galarian. You're going to be like, man, this messed me up. I am now screwed up for the rest of my life.
They have the best potato chip at CVS called Utz's Hot Chips. There's nothing better.
Ugh.
Ironically, they have those here, too. They're also called Utz's Hot Chips because that sounds like something that's in the world of Galarian. So,
they're really good.
Okay. You come back.
So fat.
Some of the cops are there. Gomez. And it looks like they're securing the perimeter so no one can go in and out. And so you don't have to worry about anyone escaping, which is good. So that's taken care of. And I guess you go back in and with your shopping list and one extra.
Oh, yeah.
And then he also, he couldn't resist. Like during checkout, he got a couple of pieces of candy because, couldn't resist.
So I end up with an additional scroll of heal out of all this, huh?
Don't use it up in one place.
Now, the whole point is Seth's actually going to be upset because he can't figure out how to add one scroll in Hero Lab, so...
it's just a pain in the ass.
There's the three little
I know how to
dots.
do it.
You need to go in the three little dots.
It's like the 3 little pigs, but they're dots. Okay. What else? Oh, the ring. Does anyone take the ring?
The ring hides your loot.
Yeah.
I'll put the ring on if no one wants it. Unless we should have actually just sold it, but it's all right. I'll put it on for flair.
Dougie.
Why not? Till we find something that...
How many pieces of flair do you have?
That's my first ring.
I have the minimum number of pieces of
Yeah,
flair.
this is my first piece of flair. I'm well under the suggested... It's not required, it's suggested.
That's right.
But if you want to wear more, we encourage that.
Ugh, kind of give me bad flashbacks to Applebee's.
Oh, Trey used to work there.
I used to
Wow.
manage Applebee's.
Did
I used
he
to
really
be
have
that guy.
to? How many pieces of flair did people have to have at Applebee's?
I was that guy. No,
Were you?
No,
Were
we
you
didn't.
that
We
guy?
didn't. We didn't do flair. That was more of a TGIF thing.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
That's pretty funny. I will also say you managed to do all the necessary heals. Everyone is hand waved healed, and you're able to go up. And let's bring forth your 4th level characters. Now, what are you going to do? I'm going to presume that you can hand over Kamenelis and Lirma to the cops in the front because they were resting, so you don't have to worry about them anymore. You can also hand over Roslo to the cops who bring her down to processing,
Right.
and the red cap. So
Don't lose them.
yeah, you can take care of them. So you don't have to worry about managing them. You don't have to worry about guarding them. You don't have to worry about them escaping. I would expect you also go to Miss Honeywall and maybe escort her out. Gomez, do you go help her out of the hotel?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's part of my whole like policing the prisoners and the
Okay, she was excited because she thought you were coming for the date.
victims.
She's like, I'm all dressed up, Gomez. And sure enough, she's like dressed to the nines. She's like, where are we going for dinner?
Into pokey.
I'll have to give you a rain check,
Oh,
sweetheart.
why is that? Oh, Gomez, please.
Official business, you must understand.
Oh, is that blood on your uniform?
Oh no, it's beet juice.
What have you been doing, you naughty, naughty boy? And then who breaks up the honeymooners? Who's doing that?
Gomez, you got to tell her in your best cop voice. You don't understand. It's my job.
Just the facts, man.
And then who's breaking up the honeymooners? Basil, are you? Sorry, Dougie, are you just gonna like barge in there for the 3rd time?
Oh yeah,
Dougie would be a friendly face.
Yeah, that's true. They know me. Hi, it's me again. Hi, how are you?
They're luckily they've taken a break. They're naked under the covers, eating
Break it off. Clear off now.
it's some. They're having some desserts, some chocolates. Just like shaving cream and chocolate everywhere. Like just this place is a mess. They're like, you again? What is your deal? Are you a peeping Tom? Would you please stop interrupting us?
We have to clear everybody out of this hotel.
What?
It's
What are you
dangerous
talking
here.
about?
People are dying here. And
What? They
yes.
they don't believe you. They're like totally like, nah. That is not.
I show them my face. I basically show them my face. You see this? This is just from walking around in the hotel.
Fine. We needed to get some fresh air anyhow, and so they quickly get their things together, and they realize it's dinner time. They want to get something to eat because they've been quite busy today. They gathered quite the appetite. So for food, and they get their clothes together, and they're like, fine. And they get escorted out, and they're just like, what is going on? What is all this then? All right, so everyone's cleared out. The hotel is secure. You guys can rest and relax in any room you want. The only one who's left, as far as you know, is a few traps here and there. And the Mimic, who is still around, but you kind of left him alone because we got to figure out what's going to happen with the Mimic. So
Can he join our party? Can we just take him with?
Yeah, I really like
Totally.
the Mimic.
yeah, sure.
He should absolutely come with us.
I would let you do that.
Let's see. Where
Could be your pet.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So there's your level 4 characters. So given to me a narrative way of how you rest somewhere in the hotel for like the next 8 hours, and then like 2 a.m. or so you decide to bum rush the basement and get him while he's like, in the middle of either napping or resting.
Is there a room? I forget. Is there a room adjacent to the entrance to the basement?
Yeah, his room.
Well, then how about
Pratchett's room.
that? How's that
yeah,
sound?
that sounds good.
Sounds
yeah, we all
good.
just pile in there, sleep on the floor like a dog.
And we do like if we could conveniently, practically do a watch schedule and keep an eye on the door and all that jazz.
There's Basil, there's Dougie, there's Gomez, there's Lomang. I got all your new abilities in there. I even have little notes here. Lomang, check this out.
I started with 0 hero points. Is that right?
No, you all have 1.
Okay.
I see I even a little DC in there for your new abilities. So now you all rest. You all realize that this is the nicest room by far in this hotel. And you all put like heavy furniture against this door and don't hear anything. So far, so good. And you manage to rest, relax, go up to level 4. So think about this. It's still the 3rd day. So you actually are leveling up faster than there are days in the job. So you're level 4 in 3 days. That's amazing. At this point, you're going to be level 20 by the 10th day of this adventure path.
That's awesome. We'll be like the most powerful beings in all of Galarian.
I know. It's kind of ridiculous. Does anyone want to explain how they feel better, stronger, faster, or not even bother? Just say, yeah, we're better. I'm level 4. Let's go. You tell me.
I want to tell you what Dougie's new powers are.
Okay.
He's basically have his one major power. And it wasn't on my character, so I assume Steve is going to roll this. His new ability is predictable. He predicts things. And what he does is he rolls it's a action, just one action, and it's kind of like Jason, what is your
That's
preparation?
odd.
No. Your preparation. What's that called?
Study target?
You do it. You attempt a perception check.
Yeah, but you have
Against
to
their-
look up the DC for the foe's level, whichever is higher. So it means you as a GM has to.
I know that. Yeah, but I was
Okay,
know that.
okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
easy to look up. Then
Yeah, I
good.
have all that. And then if you critical success, you get a +2
Yeah.
to your AC against that creature, and then a +2 on your saving throws against that creature for a turn, or +1, or nothing, or a critical failure, you lose 1. So
Yeah, that's a level 4 rogue feat. So
damn, man. I didn't even see that in your character. I think you're cheating.
what do you mean? Yeah, it's totally in there. Predictable. Very.
Ironically, John Stats, the person, is anything but predictable.
It's true.
I want to sing that. What was it? Not Robert. Irresistible. That predictable.
There you go.
Do a version of that.
Okay.
Anyway, never mind. That's Dougie McDougal's 4th level.
Okay, predictable. Oh, you're right. Here, roll You're right. I didn't add it. Okay, I'll add it right now. Anyone else want to talk about it, or just we'll go and we'll see what happens?
Yeah, I got, after sitting there watching Dougie fuddle around with locks, I became better at thievery. With some on-the-job training, so that's my skill increase. My skill feat, I took the boring but necessary battle medicine, so I can now also heal in combat. And for my class feat, I went with the basic wizard spellcasting, which will give me a spell slot now, and then later a 2nd and 3rd level spell slot when I reach the right level. And my spells, I now have sleep and color spray.
Do you get both of them, or do you prepare?
Sorry, I can only have one slotted at any one. I get 2 spells, but I can only have one slotted.
Okay, what are you slotting for today?
I think I'm going to slot color spray.
Okay, color.
And also, as long as we're kind of getting ready, I'd like to set Pratchett as the target of my investigation.
Okay, what does that do? As now, maybe we'll finally get to use it for the first time ever.
Well, at this point, I don't know if knowledge checks are all that useful, but I would get a +1 on knowledge checks or interrogation type situations, any sort of like bluff or intimidation, any sort of skill check related to the investigation of that person. But also, against that person, if we end up fighting them, makes my devise a stratagem a swift action.
There you go. Anyone else? Or are we just charging
Yeah,
downstairs?
Gomez, in his exhaustion of running around and all the fighting and all the depleted of magic, he collapses on the bed after a shift of looking at the door. And then as time passes, he begins to snore, and then all of a sudden, there's a tremor. He's a tremor, like he's having a bad dream, a nightmare, and then he wakes up with a start. That was the equation! And he can now cast reach spells and have the additional distance of touch spells can be 30 feet. 30-foot spells are 60 feet, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, the reach is really good.
What touch spells do you have that you look forward to use, or do you want to save
That's a
that
good question,
for-
actually. Let me
Do
see.
you want to save that for combat?
Shocking Grasp.
Oh,
Mortal Kombat.
Like, I might actually use it now.
wow.
Lomang has just been practicing his crane fist and his flurry ability and enhancing it. I'm better at knocking people out.
So you think.
So I think.
Have you done
Okay.
that yet?
Nope.
He has never done it, but we're
Oh
gonna
my
see.
God.
We're gonna
But
see
he's
what
better.
happens.
He's better, though.
He's better. He's better. Well,
Well, I have knocked people out because I haven't killed them, so they have
True.
technically been knocked out
That's
yet.
true. All right.
well, now he's gonna do it with style.
Yes.
So, do you try to convince Sarkarok, the mimic? It's a good thing I wrote down his name the first time I came up with it on the fly. Do you want to try to bring Sarkarok, the mimic, with you?
Oh, I definitely try to recruit him. I deploy my diplomacy. I'm saying it's like, kind of the same way his acts can be forgiven with public service. Like, he might put in a good word. And I got to tell you, the Edgewatch, they took a goblin. If they could take a goblin, they might want to take a mimic. And you would be awesome at undercover work.
Oh boy, that's true. We should give him a carrot with that, like saying any non-sentient bad guy. That's lunch right there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, give me a diplomacy check. Let's see if you can convince
All
him.
right. Not very good.
Oh
12.
my goodness, you rolled a 2.
Oh, that's a pretty bad roll.
What are you gonna do?
With a plus 10, no less.
Yeah.
Well, he does like you guys, and he says, well, if I come with you, can I eat everything? What am I allowed to eat? What can I eat?
Like I said,
that's a good
anything
question.
that's like not sentient.
Anything that the law would allow.
Yeah.
Also, no eating of evidence.
Oh,
We need evidence.
what's evidence? I don't know what you speak.
Oh, these are all the things you'll learn.
What's the gelatinous cube? Do we have information of a gelatinous cube on the premises?
Well, no, we actually suspect an ochre jelly may be involved since Jeremy Hoff bought one and had it imported.
Right. So we can tell them that, look, we've got a whole bunch of ochre jelly. If you're jelly for your belly, if you want it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will stay in the rear with the gear, and I'll help you out, and we'll see how it goes from there.
That sounds wonderful.
But I will observe and watch and help when I can. And what should I be? What should I be? Well, I wonder what would be. I usually don't try to be anything mobile. I'm usually a stationary object. What would be a good motion object?
How long does it take for him to transform?
Does it 2 seconds?
Really?
Yes.
Thought he had to absorb something to actually change shape.
Nope.
Like, what type of things can you be?
Any shape of any object approximately humanoid sized.
Let's go with. Do you guys have what about a chest? I mean, mimics love chests.
Could he be stocks? Like a pillory?
What?
Well, yes, but I don't actually. He can't actually do what it looks like it. You know. Why does he look like the
That's pretty
chest
cute.
from? Why doesn't it look like the chest from Discworld? He's just the walking chest, the treasure with the big mouth and the legs, the 1,000 legs. How about that?
Yeah, I like that.
Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Wait, what?
I know.
Am I the only one who read Discworld? Come on, guys. Seriously?
No,
Discworld. Never even heard of
I
it.
started it. It was. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Ringworld. No, I didn't do Discord.
Seth, you read Discworld, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god. Is Jason?
No, I did
No.
not.
Oh my god. Alright, fine. Let me share the picture of what the chest looks like. Terry Pratchett? Really? 1 in every 4 books in the UK read is a Terry
It's
Pratchett book?
Probably why I haven't seen it then.
Are we in the UK?
Terry Pratchett is.
Actually, I think it's 1 every 10 books. But hold
I
on.
only read J.K. Rowling's.
I mean, I've heard of it. It's one of those books I've meant to get around to reading, but have not done so.
Oh, sorry. It's called The Luggage, is what it's called. Here, I'll show you what it looks like.
Reading. There's other media, like books on tape.
You literally just described what reading is not. There. That's The Luggage. Do you see what it looks like?
Yes, I do see what it looks like. That is a mimic. That's what a mimic is.
That's a mimic. There you go. And I love the little feet.
That is good. Oh, I want the treasure.
Put your hand in. See what happens.
You should have a sign on it that says evidence.
Okay, so he transforms into the treasure chest with hundreds of little tiny feet, and he will follow behind you.
That's perfect.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not like I have enough to do. Now I'm going to run a mimic in combats as well. This should be fun. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Are you ready to go?
Are we sure this thing won't turn on us?
Oh,
Yeah.
who knows?
I'm glad it's in the rear. It's following Gomez around.
I have faith in him.
Mr.
I
Low
have faith in
Charisma
him.
rolls
What's his name?
Gomez.
Does he have a name? What's his name?
Yes, Sharkle Clock.
Sharkle Clock.
Yes.
Spell that out in
I'm gonna call you Sharky.
Sharky.
Like Sharky's machine.
Sharky's machine. That's perfect. Sharky, I like that one better. He likes it too. He's like, oh, Sharky, that's much easier to say for you with tiny mouths. As he's like, his gigantic chest mouth is going up and down as he's saying and talking to you, and it's really freaky.
All right, let's get up to the.
Sharky the Mimic. Oh boy, I sense a new T-shirt coming. There we go. Okay, are you ready to go
Ready.
down into the basement?
Well,
I'm
man,
sure there's nothing down there other than pillows and taffy.
There could be a wine
Just
closet.
storage. There's just storage down
Loming, do you need to take point on this, or are you second?
Yeah, I'll go side by side, I guess, if we can fit. Oh yeah, we've been in this room before, right?
Yeah.
How many hero points do we have? One?
You walk down. Again, it was a narrow, winding staircase hidden in the wall. And you come down into the basement. It's about 2 or 3 in the morning. It's quiet. Dead quiet. You walk into this room. Inside the room, you see long racks of freestanding wooden shelving, all covered with glass bottles and jars of various sizes. They line the eastern and western walls of this rectangular stone room. Inside the jars float embalmed monstrosities, ranging from preserved humanoid body parts and whole fetuses to more bizarre curios. Other than the wooden staircase to the northwest that you just came down, the only other exit is a wooden door to the south. It's also low light in here. There's lights flickering on the walls, real torches, real lanterns. Actually, not torches. There's real lanterns on the walls flickering. And it is echoey quiet. It's like a dark, dank basement. What do you do?
And there's a door, you said, to the south, yes?
Correct.
All right, Dougie, you ready?
I am ready. We have a new. You know what? We have keys now. Let's try these keys. Try the keys in the drawer.
Is it locked, the door?
Well, let's see. Lomang walks over to the door. Dougie walks over to the door. Give me a second. As you're walking towards the door and you're jingling the keys, Basil notices something rather odd.
That's odd.
Speak up, Basil. Good God, man.
All the shelves are mimics. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, that's right. How'd you know?
I was kidding.
Oh, well, you start to notice that the shelves, that the things inside the jars start to move. And as you notice it, they start to emerge from the shelving. Here we go.
Horrible.
Looks like love at first sight.
Hold on. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, no one got the reference. Oh,
Hey, Sharky, I think everything in here you can eat.
Ooh, what's that? Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm totally surrounded.
I'm more nervous that nobody got my movie reference.
I didn't
Wow.
hear it. Say it again.
I said looks like.
for combat.
I said it looks like love at first sight.
Oh, that's
I
an
got it.
Aliens reference.
Yes, there we go. There we
Thank
go.
you.
Obscure movie.
Burke.
Old movie. Okay, what are these things? Oh my goodness. These are pickled punks.
They are pickled punks.
I want to kill them just because of their names. I already don't like these guys.
Well, they get to go first, so enjoy.
So no, I'm giving everyone a bonus because Basil saw them before they got to go. So Basil was like, guys, and then all of a sudden they start to move. So this is what you see. Pickled punks are actually from the original game. They
sound familiar.
They are really horrible. They look like small little creatures, whether some of them are arms and legs and some are just experiments, and they're actually inside these jars trying to come out, and it looks like they're going to start doing things to you. Let me show you a picture of what they look like. Here we go. I'm putting it in the handouts.
Dougie says, "Oh my God, you guys, they're gross! Get them away from me!"
There we go. Do you see what they look like? You look at that picture. You know what they look like?
That is awful.
Yeah, you know what they look like? Cohagen. Remember Cohagen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Wow.
Basil, you're up first, and you see this, and you see them all in the shelves. They're still inside the containers, but they're starting to emerge. You realize, oh boy, we're in trouble. There's 6 of them. 3 on the west side, 3 on the east side.
First things first, I'm going to do an expeditious inspection. Would I know anything about them?
Let's see. Barely. You go using your religious knowledge, and you're like, oh, these are undead tiny monstrosities. You know that they're weak to fire, and they have this horrible thing where they will jump on you and then attach to you and start dissolving you by osmosis and then start eating you through their dissolving abilities. It's really bad. It's like, what are those things? Those fish at the bottom. They're like the angler fish. When the males get absorbed by the females when they get stuck to them, they're going to do that to you. So have fun.
All right. Well, I'm going to shout out if you have any fire, use it against these. And then I'm going to cast, not fire, I'm going to cast Electric Arc on number 1 and number 3.
Okay, here we go. It's the level 4 Electric Arc. Let's see what happens.
Wow, nice.
Ooh, DC 20. Okay, number 1 and number 3. How well can they jump around inside little jars of formaldehyde? I guess we're going to find out. Not very well. I roll 11. Ooh, and a 29! Oh my God, a natural 20! Alright, well, one of them gets electrified, and you actually can smell the formaldehyde, getting smoked.
Burned.
But the other's going to do no damage at all.
Yeah, the other one, somehow, it just went around it. Somehow he was grounded. So
there was a metal nail on the shelf that it zapped the nail instead or something.
Exactly. So sorry about that.
And with my third action, I'm going to draw my sword cane.
Oh, that's right. He draws the sword cane. Touche. I tell you, touche. Oh boy, pickled punk number 5. Oh boy. All right. First thing he does is he hops out of his jar as he's right next to Dougie and right next to Lo Mang. And then what he does is he's got this really long arm, even though they're very tiny, and he is going to try to hit you with its fist. Lo Mang, are you ready?
No, but
Sorry. It's going to go on Dougie. Sorry.
Dougie's
It's going to go on
ready.
Dougie.
I'm
meant
also
Dougie.
not ready.
Oh, okay,
ready.
sorry. Basil. No, I can't. You're too far away. Here we go. He's going to try to grab you. Watch my fist. 24.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a hit.
So, here's the good news. It only does 2 points of damage.
Oh,
But
well,
the
thank
bad
God.
news is,
Yeah, that's not so bad. Oh, sorry. And then it adheres itself to you. So now he's
Horrifying.
stuck to you. As he hits you, he's now attached to you. So he is now part of you, Dougie. He is grabbing you, but he's not flat-footed, and he moves with you. And now he's with you. he is going to bite you with his jaws.
Oh, that's a bad thing.
It's a critical miss. He doesn't even come close.
That's very good.
But he's attached to Dougie. Or no. Did that fail?
Oh, no, I'm just doing it. Yeah, so he's automatically attached to Dougie. So Dougie now has a pickle punk on top of him. And he's also wriggling about. So he's like really hard to hit because he's like on you, but he's like flailing all over the place. So now you have a pickle punk on you.
Much like Dougie right now.
Okay, number 4, who's near Lomang, decides to get out, and then he too shall try to hit you, Lomang, with his fist and attach to you. And 11.
That is a miss.
That is a crit. What's your AC?
21.
21. So that is a critical miss.
So he falls?
No, he just doesn't hit you. And then he tries again to try to grab you one more time. A 10.
Ah, my kung fu.
Okay, that one fails. He's like trying to grab you, but he misses. And then finally, the one right next to you on the west side does this exact same thing. He emerges and then tries to grab you, Lomang. Oh my god.
All right.
Critical miss,
Wow.
a 1.
Nice.
I can't believe it.
Good job, Lomang. Dodge
So
him.
far, so
Dodge
good.
him.
Dodging, weave, duck and weave.
Get this thing off me.
Oh, what's your AC?
21.
Oh no, the last one got you.
I might have flanking too, no.
No, it doesn't have flanking. So it, you know what? He does have flanking because he's on Dougie. How does that work? I don't know, but he does. So yes, he's flanking with Dougie. Dougie and the pickle punk are one and the same. So this pickle
Although,
punk does,
that-
no, it doesn't
yeah.
matter, still hits you with the 21.
Yeah.
He hits you, you take 3 points of damage, and now he's attached to you. He is now part of Lomang. Ebony and Ivory. Okay, Dougie, you're up.
All right. Do I have negatives hitting this thing on top of me?
No, but here's what's going to happen. The fumes coming off this thing are nauseating as it is just revolting. It is
Yeah.
putting out these horrific fumes of formaldehyde and rotting flesh. Give me a fortitude save.
Oh dear.
16. You fail.
That's a fail. Yeah.
Okay, you are sickened 1.
Okay. All right. Well, is there any other reason why hitting the thing that's on me would
Hit it.
induce a negative?
Nope. It just gets a +2 to its AC because it is on you and it is squirming, and you're basically like, get it off, get it off. You're like trying to hit yourself with your own maul without damaging yourself, so it's a little bit harder.
All right.
But otherwise, there's no negative, so go crazy.
Okay, so it has a higher AC because I'm trying to hit myself, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dougie says, Lomang, crisscross, and he attacks the one that is on Lomang.
Yeah. I was just thinking that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
idea.
And
Crisscross.
he would have had his +1 maul out, so I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
know.
if that's
That's fine. You have it out. I presume you always have it out. 18. Guess what? You hit.
Nice.
Oh my god, thank god.
You hit the pickle punk.
8
and
points
like
of damage.
Smoosh.
Killed it.
No, it's not dead, but it's half dead. Like a big chunk of it comes off.
Okay, now I am going to. I should have done this before. I'm going to predict a
Oh, the prediction thing? Sure.
prediction thing,
All right.
and I am going to hit the monster that is on me.
Okay, well, first, that takes an action. So
Yes, it
give me
does.
the roll. What's your
Uh,
perception check?
perception check.
Yep, you succeed. 21. Yeah, you're like, it's a regular success. So what does that give you since the first time ever
It
we're
gives
doing
me
this?
a +1 to armor class from that creature, and I get a +1 to saving throws, the first saving throw from that creature. So I only
Okay.
get, so that's why I did it on me. Now I guess I get to attack it. This is a regular minus.
And it's your third action, so
Yeah.
just a regular. Yeah, this is a regular one, but you get bonuses, which is good.
Love the image of him trying to smack himself with the maul, but hit the creature instead.
Yeah, I'm going to put for the attack bonus -5.
It is -5.
Okay, but it's also on me, so it's -7.
No, it's just
not.
its AC went up.
AC goes up.
But you hit it anyways. Look at that.
24.
Nice.
Smoosh. 9 points of damage. Good job.
Nice.
Oh, you are sickened 1. I forgot about that. So sickened 1 is not good because sickened will give you a negative to like everything.
Okay.
So sickened gives you.
I can look it up.
It's basically all your checks and your DCs. Everything. It literally is. It's every single thing. I even think it's your damage.
Okay.
Now, to get rid of it, you have to do a fortitude save to retch. You have to basically retch. That's how you get rid of it. It's a pain. Lomang, you also are smelling these suffocating flames. Give me a fortitude save. That is stinky pickle punk is 19. You're fine. You're like,
I smell worse. I'm an orc.
My snacks in the monastery smell better than this.
I'm literally an orc, so.
Yes.
Um,
Smell worse than this.
I wonder
It doesn't do damage.
if this is a crossbow fight. That's what I'm wondering.
Well, you better decide quickly.
All right, crane stance, boom, attack, flurry of blows on the one on Dougie.
Okay. Go right ahead. 24.
Stunning fist, DC 20
Nice.
probably doesn't work because it's undead. I'm guessing.
Well, no, you get to do it. You do another attack
Yes.
because it's flurry of blows. 8 points of damage.
So it's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Kill it. No.
9. That will not
So
do
close
it.
to killing it.
So now comes the fun part. Now comes the fort save. Can you stun the creature on Dougie? Yeah, it's stunned. So it does a fortitude
Well,
save.
the only thing
it fails.
is that can undead be stunned? I'm wondering about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
one can. It can't be paralyzed. It'll actually, I know this. Good news is I know this very well because I've been using this ability
Sure.
for almost a year now in the other game.
With Rob, yep.
So, yeah, I know this very well. So, good job. You slow it, so it's going to lose 1 action when it goes, which is a big deal. So, for the first time ever, your Stunning Fist, you used it, and it worked.
And it worked. That's awesome. I wish I crit with it because then you'd lose all his action. That's awesome. I like it.
You get 1 more action.
That is true. Hey, you might as well go for it.
By the way, sickened is for checks and DCs, not for
Miss.
Well, everything is a
Damage.
check.
Oh, really? Damage
Yeah.
is a check? Rolling damage?
Not damage.
Oh, okay.
To hit also, though, probably.
The hit is everything. Yeah. Attack is actually a DC, and believe it or not, armor classes, everything is a DC. It's like a weird thing. All right, You're done.
I'm done.
Gomez is up. Gomez, there's a whole bunch about to come out and eat you. What do you do?
That is a good question. Offense or defense?
Bite him.
Oof, I was gonna be clever. I could be clever in either one of 2 ways. I'm gonna do damage. Because all right. So here's my options, guys. Corpse Ward Pendant, and I vanish, and these guys can't see me, and I'm immune to them.
Until you take any action, and then they see you.
No, until I could still heal from there. It's any action against an undead creature with
True.
invisible, so I could just hang out safe and heal.
True. That, you're completely right. I'm saying, but if you did anything offensive, that's correct.
Right, but I'm thinking the alternative is don't do that and do something and be offensive.
Is that a mind-based ability?
That's a good question. I don't know. Let's find out.
Like a charm type of illusion type of thing?
What does it have as notes?
Well, the way it works-
Abjuration. It's an abjuration.
Yeah, you use it as 1 action, and then you're undetectable to undead creatures for 10 minutes. Undead creatures can't see, hear, or smell or detect you at all. And they only try to find you if they're looking for you and believe you're there. If you try to do anything such as a positive spell or a damage or command undead or attack them, they will find you instantly. So you have to decide how you want to do it.
If
But
you
it's
attempt to use a positive
I
spell,
wouldn't.
it's 1 action
Yeah.
and you disappear.
You don't do much
if you attempt
damage.
to use a positive spell, use command undead, touch or damage an undead creature, or attack any creature while warded in this manner, the penance effect immediately ends. All right, so here's my. It's narratively clever, but I think mechanically you're gonna not allow it. 2 actions, flaming sphere. Flaming sphere creates the sphere as a separate entity that is then in their square. That's then a different square. It does persistent damage.
Okay, here's
Then-
the issue. I actually already know the answer to this.
Yeah,
'cause this
then
happened.
Corpse Ward, and I let the sphere do all my work. Does that nix the Corpse Ward?
No, but there's actually not what I was going to say. I'll say you're allowed to do that, and it will not nix it.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
But you have to put it on a solid surface. And right now, these pickled punks are up inside jars on a shelf. So you literally have nowhere to put the sphere.
Okay, so that was my. Now there's a next question then. All of these pickled punks that are attached to people, the damage from the sphere that happens on a turn, kind of automatically because it's like a bonfire.
Well, what happens is it's a reflex save. So if you put it on Lomang,
No. Let me
it would have to be
finish.
above both of them. They're in the same square.
No. That's not what I'm going for.
Okay.
It would be basically set a fire in the middle of the room, and then the question is, these things that are attached to you, can you guys maneuver your own bodies and therefore them to put it in the fire, like you want to burn off a tick?
Yeah, but they still have to do. Everyone has to do a reflex save. It's the same difference whether they go into the same square and then they eat. Everyone has to do a reflex save, but I agree. It's like burning off a tick. So the pickled punk does a reflex save, and Lomang would have to do one, or Dougie.
Oh, because effectively, even though on the battle map they're
Yes.
in different squares,
They're
effectively they're in
together.
the same square.
Yeah, they're in this. I'm just not doing it because it's really hard. Like
I see,
effectively,
I see.
that is the battle map right now. Like that's actually the battle map. It's just hard to. It can't show 3D very easily. So, but they are taking up. In fact, if Lomang could walk around and this thing is just attached to him. Hello, he has a little buddy.
So what do you guys
Literally
think
have
about that?
Cohagen.
Do you guys want fire, a big ball of fire rolling around in the middle of the room?
I vote no.
All right, so I'm going to skip that. I'm going to activate the corpse ward pregnant so I don't get these ticks all over me, and I vanish.
Well,
But I'll cast a spell first. I'll do a little damage first. Why not? Let's.
I mean, what does Command Undead do?
He doesn't
I
have
can't
it.
command undead.
Oh,
What command
okay.
undead does
Oh.
is
He
mixes
doesn't
my
have
thing, and you don't have it anyway, so that's not important.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So here's what you do. So what are you gonna do?
So produce flame, 2 actions. Corpse ward, 3rd action. I'll produce flame on one of them. Throw some fire on one.
Okay, which one? There's number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 is slowed and is on Dougie, and number 6 has been hit once and is on Lomang.
I guess the one across from me, number 1.
Okay, number 1 is the one that got a little electrified. Go for it. And it's still inside of its container. Kill that thing.
Yeah, hold on.
Kill
let
it
me find
with fire.
Why does this produce rock? Is that...
Well, because I thought you don't produce
Oh, that's
flame.
right. That's right. Because it's not. Oh, that's true. It's actually not fire.
That's right.
I forgot all about that. It's not fire. All right, screw that then. Electric arc, and I'll get 2 and 3.
There you go.
I'll electric arc 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Oh my god, max damage. Oh, look at that.
Woohoo!
4 and 4. Okay, here we go. 2 and 3. Here we go. We want them to fail. Here we go. What is it? Reflex save. 1 failure. 2 failures. Holy crap. So yeah, you do.
That's exciting.
24 points of damage to 2 pickled punks.
Oh, that was
They're
perfect.
just like
actually.
zap, like. Oh,
Oh, that's much better.
You can see they're like skeletons for a split second. It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
All right, and so then I vanish to their undead eyes using the corpse thingy.
And then you're like, see ya.
Oh, that's right. You have that ring or something, right?
Yes.
Corpse word. Here, I'm gonna read it to you exactly because it's pretty cool.
Okay. Good job. Okay, Pickled Punk number 1 is going.
I'm excited about that. That worked out well.
Okay, number 1. Number 1 has been electrified, and then there was some residual energy that came out. And it's going to try to... it pops out of the container, and now it's going to try to grab Basil with its fist because they can't see Gomez. 20. Oh no. What's your AC? 19? Jason?
Oh, that's a hit. Oh no, I was about to lament that if I'd put shield up, it would not have hit, but it still would have hit. So, all right.
5 points of damage, and now you have a best friend. Look, he's attached to you, and now you never have to worry about spending the holidays alone. It's a nice thing. And then he's going to attack you again as he likes you.
He doesn't feel like a friend.
Yeah, but he misses on a 17. because like he's right near you. He's too close. You're actually too close. Too close for comfort. Too close, I tell you.
It reminds me of the thing that attached to Londo Malari in Babylon 5. When he was
Oh,
the Emperor,
nice. Yeah, it does.
That's a
Which
deep cut.
Which he had to get. He got really drunk to have it fall asleep.
Okay, number 3 pops out of its container after getting horribly, yes, electrified. And now it's either going to go up and attack Basil or down and attack Lomang or Dougie. Let's roll the D6, shall we? That's a 5. Hey, Dougie. How you doing?
Hello.
So 1 action to pop out of the jar, 2 actions to scuttle over the shelving, and then 1 more action to try to attack Dougie. 27! Oh, no.
Man.
I don't even see that. Where is Dougie? He's covered.
He's covered. Where are you going, Dougie?
I'm trying to get
Stop going
back.
through walls. Stop
You
going
moved
through
me
walls.
over there.
Yeah,
I didn't touch you.
Yeah, we were moved somehow. Both of us
Yeah,
were moved.
somehow I shifted to the.
I am not touching anyone, so don't.
Oh.
I don't know. Someone else is moving someone.
The pickled punks did it.
Maybe. Okay, Dougie, you now have 2 pickled punks on you. The mimic goes. Oh, the mimic's excited. The mimic sees all these things and starts going crazy.
Dinner time.
He's
Go
like,
get him, buddy.
says to Basil, may I eat it? May I eat it?
Go for it.
Oh, excellent. Pseudopod.
Just don't eat me in the process.
The pseudopod comes out of the mimic and tries to hit the pickle punk on Basil, but Basil's like kind of flapping around and the pickle punk jumps out of the way and the pseudopod kind of almost hits Basil, but then he retracts it. But you lose like a feather or 2. Sorry about that. Oh, I try again. This time he hits it. He actually hits
Nice.
the pickle punk and smacks it full on the face for 8 points of damage.
Go, Sharky, go.
And then he then tries to, oh my god, here comes the conga line. He's going to try to use his adhesive to grab the pickled punk. So let's see, we have Basil, who has a pickled punk attack to him. And now the mimic is going to try to attach himself to the pickled punk. And then he's going to try to rip the pickled punk off Basil like a tick. There's a lot going on in this fight.
Get vinegar. Get vinegar.
Okay, well, the pickled punk fails their reflex save. Now it is grabbed. So now the pickled punk is attached to the mimic, which is attached to Basil. Basil, how do you feel about this? You are becoming human flypaper. Or I should say,
I'm very conflicted at the moment.
It's avian flypaper.
there's a lot going on in this. So then what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to hit it 1 more time and like smack it with the pseudopod now that it's grabbed. Oh my god, he does it! He does it! Guess what?
Please die.
He rips the pickled pump off of Basil with a couple of feathers, unfortunately, and he plops it in his mouth and starts to chew and eating it.
Nice job.
Nice.
That-
Yum, 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 yum.
That is a particularly appropriate death sound for these guys, too. That fits perfectly.
Yeah, yeah.
Next up,
That's
number
what those
2
monsters
goes.
sound like.
Oh my god, there's so much going on here. Okay. The red ones are on Dougie. Here comes another one. Number 2 finally pops out, moves over, goes after Lomang. Here we go, Lomang.
I'm not ready.
Oh,
Go after-
totally
go-
misses you, though.
Go after Dougie.
It was actually a critical miss because you have a 22.
Yep.
Okay, that was round 1. Round 2, Basil, you're up. You're watching the mimic having way too much fun eating and devouring this pickled punk, as well as some of your feathers. There's a lot going. There's 2 on Dougie, 1 on
Lomang.
Lomang.
The red ones are on Dougie and the blue ones are on Lomang.
Yes, number 4 and number 2. That's actually where they're at.
Maybe get a little further away from the mimic, just in case. I'm going to devise a stratagem, and I'm going to attack number 5.
Yeah, I see 5 in the turn order, but
There are 5.
4 in the map.
No, don't worry about it.
All right.
It's all there.
Wait, actually, no, he's on Lomang, so I wouldn't get flanking on number 2, right?
No.
Okay. All right, well, I'll just do number 5 then.
Well, I'll say if they're attached to someone, you can get flanking.
Ooh.
It's 29 if it gets flanking.
Oh, did you roll that?
It's 29 anyways because I get my +2 because you didn't program the +2 for Devise Stratagem.
So you get 29, you crit, do 10 points of damage, and which number was this?
Number 5.
You carefully step up, you take your aim, you stab it right through the head to perfect length so you don't touch Dougie.
Nice.
You pull it out, and it drops dead onto the ground.
Nice.
With a little
Throw it to the
smush.
mimic.
Little smush.
Unfortunately, that's my third action, so I can't do anything else.
Oh, here come the punks.
Oh, here comes the punks. Here comes the punks. Here comes the punks. All right. Number 4. This is the one on the shelf. And it's hungry. It's hungry. Who should it go for? Should it go for Lomang or for Basil?
It's Punk on the shelf.
That's pretty good. Let's roll a die, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. That's Lomang. Lomang! Fist! Watch my fist.
I'm not ready. Oh,
22. Does that hit you?
yep.
Oh, he's attached to you. You got a friend on me. You've got a friend on me. Okay, so now you got a pickle punk on you. We got 2 pickle punks on you. That's funny. All right, here comes the trust.
It's not
Sorry.
funny. It's
I
nasty.
know what it's like to have pickle punks on you.
Do you know what it's like to have 2 on you?
Well, you know what?
You don't
It's going
have
to try
2 on.
something new. It's going
They
to
miss
bite
you.
you. They've been punching you, but now he's actually going to use his jaws on you.
Okay.
This I don't know. I don't know about the bites.
All right.
Oh, he
you
missed.
missed.
Oh,
One.
critical
Nice.
I
miss.
really wish I had an ability that triggered on critical miss.
Oh, another miss.
Thank God.
Okay, so that was the first. Now the other pickle punk that's on you. So he automatically, because he starts on you, he automatically hits you with his jaws. He automatically bites you. Bark.
Wait, is this the one on Dougie?
No, this is the one on
Me.
Lomang. So Lomang,
Oh.
the number 6 bites you for 3 points of damage plus 2 poison. So you take 5 points of damage total. And now you got pickle juice running through your veins. Isn't that fun?
So the poison is just damage, no
It's just
save
damage.
or anything. Okay.
It's just damage. It's just pickle
Does
juice.
that pickle me low, man?
I may have missed something because right now Dougie has only taken 2
You
points
go next.
of damage.
You go next.
I know.
Yeah, they
go
don't hit
next.
very hard, so.
Well.
yeah, no, they
if
don't
I
hit
have
that hard.
Okay, but I
I've taken
have
20 damage, so.
okay, but I have 1 attached to me, and I haven't taken any damage. I think one of
Well,
these,
it hasn't done its attached round of damage to you yet.
Let me look. Hold on.
It's been
I don't
attached me to the whole round, though.
No, it didn't. No, it tried to attack, and then it hit you. It did 3 points of damage to you. That's it.
Yeah, there's ones that are scattered. There's more to come. It's like you haven't taken your damage
You,
yet.
you took.
You're
You
next.
should.
Alright.
You should have
Alright.
3 points. On
It's just
you.
because the pickle punks are interweaved with us. So it's like a couple of
There,
them
I
go, and
gave
then
you-
you go, and
yeah.
then I go, and then a couple of them go. And
All right. So now it's
Alright.
gonna go, and it's going, and it's gonna try to bite you regular, just a regular old bite. Oh my god. I don't know how you're doing it, Lomang, but you're dodging and weaving, and
it's my kung fu. I know
it's
kung
gonna
fu.
try to it's gonna try to bite you again. Oh
Nope,
my
that's
lord.
not gonna do it. No, can't do it. I have toad style. Nope.
I don't know how you're doing it. You got this thing literally fused to your chest, and you're like, aha, hoo, ha, ha. You're like doing all this dodging.
I'm blocking. I'm using my brace. I'm using my arms to block it.
You are.
Like golden
Okay, now
arms.
Dougie goes.
Dougie is going to take out again the crisscross. He's going to go after one of the guys on Lomang that's
Okay.
attached to him.
Okay.
So a nice stationary target.
I noticed that your
Probably a
second
lot of
attack
them.
was not crisscrossed. But
Well,
that's
no,
all
it wasn't. I might do both of these on you because you're getting roughed up. You
I
can't
am getting
handle
roughed
these
up.
little guys.
You're using a dagger?
No, I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
anyway. Okay, so
So you're gonna use your maul. You're gonna try to scrape this thing off.
this is the one off of Lomang.
Oh,
that
you're gonna try
is
to hit
attached to
Lomang's.
him. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that is what I rolled.
You roll a 13. Come on, man. Really? You rolled a 2.
Is that a hit?
No, it's not a hit.
Oh, you said it. You acted like it was hit. Okay, so Second attack on. I'm going to predict. Actually, this doesn't matter. I'm just going to attack the guy
All right. Which one?
on Lomang.
You rolled a 2.
All right, and for my third action,
You're consistent.
my third action, I am going to do a skills. I actually don't need to attack it for this. I can just do a perception on the one that's attacking me.
The one that's attached to. All right.
Yeah.
You successfully get the
Okay,
plus
so I
1
get-
on that.
Is that only a +1 or is that a +2?
You rolled a 26 against its DC, and it's a hard DC, which means you just missed. And you're -1 anyhow because you're sickened, so it's 25, so you missed. You got the regular. You didn't
Okay.
get
All right. Just wondered. All right. Done.
Lomang is up. Lomang, you have things on you.
I have 2 things on me. There's 1 on Dougie, right?
Correct.
I think I'm going to have to not crisscross this turn.
That's fine.
I'm getting my ass kicked. All right, I'm going to attack the damaged one that's on me.
Okay, number 6.
Flurry.
Sure.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
1 action, key strike.
Okay, key strike. Here we go. 1 action to strike with the key. Oh, what number are you trying to hit?
6.
The one that was wounded, so whichever one. It's hard to see because they're all overlapped.
You said it was
I think you
6.
said 6.
Okay, you hit 10 points of damage.
Rolls a 1 for damage.
Did it kill
No,
it,
wait,
though?
you rolled a 1 and a 5. It's 2d6.
I get an extra d6 because of key strike.
Yeah. So you rolled a 1 and a 5 plus your 4, so
Still alive.
10 points. It's barely alive. Now, were you doing that as part of your flurry or no?
Yeah, it's flurry. Here comes the other one.
Nice.
That I don't think we have to worry too much about.
So that did 22 damage.
Yeah, aren't you happy you did 22 damage on that monster?
It
I know.
explodes and pops like a zit off of your chest. That thing is gone.
All right, that's
Dr.
good news.
Pimple Popper, they call him.
Exactly. All right, so I have 1 more attached to me, and then there's 3 in front of us, right? And 1 on Dougie. All right, so I guess I'm going to attack the other one on me. This is not key strike, though. It's regular. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You hitting the other one on you?
Yes.
Wow, that's a
7 points of damage.
rolls
3
of
hits.
17.
You get,
Minus
and that's
8.
it. That's it. That's so you're
Yep,
done.
And I'm done.
Gomez, you're up. 3 are down.
Who
2 are-
wants a heal?
3
Who
are
wants a
left.
heal? Who wants a heal?
Me.
All right, I will heal you.
Heal me.
One action, get out the scroll. Second action, read it.
Oh boy, here we go.
So it's a 2-action heal. You know the drill.
7 plus 8, so 15 healers.
Nice.
Damn, that was pretty good. Everyone's rolling great. You're done. Pickled Punk, the one on Dougie, goes. First thing it does, it takes a bite at a crime. It literally bites you.
Doesn't have to roll to do that.
It's automatic. It's automatic. When it is attached to you, it automatically bites you per round. So it does 9 points of damage, 7 piercing plus 2 poison. Rawr, rawr, rawr. So that's what it does. Now it's going to try to... It'll bite you again because it's fun. And you taste good. So give yourself 9 points of damage.
Already did.
17, which is a miss.
Right.
It's going to attack you again. A 4. Does a 4 hit you?
No.
How about a 5? Does a 5 hit you? Okay, they're all done. He tries to bite you, but he can't. Even though you're on him, he's trying to like grab your armor. He's having a hard time figuring out which is Dougie and which is the armor, and he's just eating you. Here comes the mimic. Here comes the mimic. Here comes the mimic.
That's awesome.
All right. Well,
Get
the
him,
mimic. The mimic is really, really, really slow.
Get him,
Even though
Sharky.
he's got hundreds of legs, he's like moving really slow. All right, so he moves up, and then he's gonna have to get a little bit closer.
Oh, you know what his name should be? It should be Jaws. That's a good name.
I like it.
Too late. I'm a little worried. He keeps on coming really close to me. I'm uncomfortable with that.
He's touching you. He's actually up against you, and he's going after number 2. That's the one on the ground.
I'm worried about him deciding that I taste just like chicken.
Viking.
You do taste like chicken. Aren't you like nothing but a gigantic chicken?
I'm in the neighborhood of chicken.
Okay, so he grabs that one and then he pulls that one into his mouth. I mean, he's
going,
like, while
Sharky.
he's talking to you with this mouth full. He's like, tastes delicious.
Yeah, Sharky, you go get him.
Satisfied customer.
Basil, you're up. You just he thinks you're his good luck charm because whenever you two are together, he seems to get dinner. That's all I'm saying, Basil. Better watch out. Better not cry.
All right. Well, I'm going to, since the mimic is helping Dougie, I'm going to help Lomang. I'm going to devise stratagem, and I'm going to attack the punk that's on Lomang.
Okay.
Or wait, if it's on him, I guess I got to move down anyways.
Yes, you do.
Get it off me!
Well, still, that just means I can't put my shield up after I attack. So devise stratagem and attack.
Like, touche. Oh,
yes,
nice.
another
Lord.
crit.
Oh
Look at
my
that.
God.
Of course, I rolled.
You rolled terrible damage.
Wait a second, why is it? Oh, I rolled 1 damage times 2 for 2, and then I get the 5 points of precision damage. Is that doubled as well?
Yes.
So I get 12 points of damage.
Yes, so it's not
Okay.
quite that
It's not
bad.
terrible, but minimum damage on the base. Again, the non-critical is 4, the critical
I
is
know.
2.
I hate when that happens. It's embarrassing.
Well, you killed that one too. That's the second
Nice.
one you pluck. You're like plucking these off of everyone, Basil. You're having fun.
I
It's like
found a
target
skill. I
practice.
found a skill in life. I don't
Yes.
know.
Your skill with the sword is impressive, Basil.
And that was my third action, so I'm done.
I'll assume that falls on the floor for somebody.
Well, Dougie, you're up. There's only one left, and it's on you.
Get it off me! Get it off me! And I use my maul to hit myself. I'm hitting myself.
Stop
Stop
hitting yourself.
Ugh.
Oh, God, you can't even hit yourself.
Yeah.
How is it you're missing? You rolled a 3.
That's a. Yeah. All right. Well,
It's actually a 2 because you're second. So you rolled before. If you took your second, you rolled a 1, a 2. Come on. Everyone else is performing
that's
well.
a
There
17.
you go.
17. Not an 18.
17. Oh wait, 17. That misses.
For my third attack,
Sorry.
quite all right.
It's wriggling around. It's wriggling around. It's making
that
weird
miss.
sounds too. It's like yee, yee. It's like this crying baby screaming.
No, that's Dougie. That's him making those sounds.
Lomang. Dougie's having a lot of trouble. Both of yours are dead.
Yeah. I'll,
gonna help
I'll,
him?
I'll, I'll bail him out. Yeah, I'll bail
Okay.
him out.
Okay.
Crane wing. There we go.
Oh, that's the sound.
I'm looking around for something else to kick. Where is it? Nothing. Everything's dead.
Oh, something else
Mimic.
is on the floor.
Kill the mimic.
Something else is on the floor.
Yeah, are you gonna go after the mimic? Or
I attacked the mimic. I'm in blood.
Oh, really? Oh, you said you did it. If you say it, you do it. That's the rule.
I have bloodlust. Can't control my bloodlust. No, I'm done.
All right, they're all dead. There's 4 on the floor, and you guys have like where they attach to you. You have like big red welts, and they're very itchy. So,
Yeah.
Gomez once again, the hero of
Once
the
again.
party,
Yep.
Huzzah.
untouched. How do you manage to do that every
He's
combat?
invisible.
I
He learned his lesson, I think.
yeah, I learned
All
my
right,
lesson.
I'm going to treat wounds on me and Dougie.
I'm gonna take a 10-minute rest. Is what I'm doing.
The mimic is asking. It's like,
Eat all these scraps.
are
if you
there
want.
any of you going to eat those?
No, enjoy.
Oh,
Eat 'em.
are you sure? Does anyone want to share?
No.
No, that's all right.
First roll is me. Second roll is Dougie.
Okay, the pseudopod comes out. It's like a fly, and he like starts scooping them up and eating them. That's critical. 25. You do 48 and 19, 2d8. So there you go.
Well, 48 is pretty much automatically going to put me. I mean, unless I roll all ones, will put me at full health.
Well, you're gonna roll it because now I'm gonna make sure you're getting all runs. I'm gonna press the button. Here we go. Okay, 1-1, 18. I think you did pretty well.
And then here's Dougie's 2d8.
And this heal takes how long? There's
This is a
time
10-minute
limit.
heal.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So I guess it's moot. So I am going to be visible to any future undead now. My effect will wear off.
But you can use it 2 more times today.
Yeah, sure. But that's worth considering. That the invisibility lasts 10 minutes. So that's something to keep in mind. That there might be a circumstance like if it's primarily undead in here, we might want to not bleed encounters, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair. Keep it moving so you can take advantage of the buffs. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so you stay invisible for 2 encounters rather than just 1.
I don't care about that at all. I mean, I'm not going to go into combat like we're healing. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah, flip side is trading off Chris having access to his key strike as well.
Yeah, I want my key strike back.
So yeah, during the 10 minutes, you guys can do your healings. You can do your key strikes. The mimic is eating and making lots of slurping and gross sounds. He's also starting to drink the fluids inside the jars. I hope you didn't want any of those pickled punks, because they are now all gone.
The mimic is absolutely reminding me of a strange pet I had when I was a child goblin in the sewers, and I'm growing more and more fond of him as he slurps.
It's every dog I've ever had.
And there's also lots of jars filled with other items. Again, lots of creatures, items of creatures, body parts. He looks around, licking his lips, but he realizes he's actually kind of full. 6 pickled punks is quite a bit, even for someone like him. So I think he'll sustain a little because he wants to see what else is on the menu for tonight.
It is an all-you-can-eat buffet, and he has eaten all he can eat.
Yeah.
Well, he's not quite done. There's more to come, so you never know.
So during the 10 minutes while all the healing is happening, I'm doing the investigation of the room to see if I find any clues.
Sure. You look around the room, and you can notice this room is filled with necromantic energy. Obviously, it looks like there's lots of experiments, lots of different body parts, most of them semi-fresh. And it looks like a lot of souvenirs, a lot of experimentation. Someone has been doing magical things down here, and obviously they made these pickled punks because they were probably fairly fresh too. So that is what you discover. This looks like an antechamber of horrors. A lending library, but instead of books, it's body parts. Oh. And you that was a good one. I just came up with that too. But other than that, there's no clues, there's no information, there's no notes, nothing. And there's just
out of curiosity, can it determine if these are likely murder victims or from grave robbing?
Oh god, probably both. Oh yeah, you're guaranteed that these, in fact, some of the creatures, you can tell the ethnicities of these creatures are similar to some of the victims. So you're like, oh yeah, this is a half elf here, goblin here. Yeah, you're a dwarf here. Yeah, you're probably yep.
I asked my badge, if you were to add up all the crimes represented in this room, could we retire?
That's true. It's a lot of paperwork here.
The badge is quiet on this part. So everyone's healed up. Well, Dougie actually is still down 2.
I'm down 10%, but that's fine.
2. You're down 4 points. Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you want me to do another 10 minutes?
No, it's not worth it. Are you healed up,
I'm
Basil?
healed up.
Yeah, I just forgot to put it in, but yeah.
Oh, okay, because it looks like you.
I way overhealed myself, actually.
Well, Lomang, once he's done his key, his meditation or whatever that is, that superstition that he has, he should open that door.
I look for
keys. Remember,
I look for traps. Maybe we should look for traps.
You don't see any traps.
Basil can do that. He's good at thievery.
That's true. Is the door locked?
No, the door's not locked.
Nah.
All right, I open the door.
Yes.
Boom! Right in their face.
Okay. You open up a door. There is a large room. Inside this room, you see 6 flayed humanoid skins hang like tapestries along the stone walls of this long hallway. Some edges tacked out to taunt to display their gruesome features. others hanging in long tatters. Some appear old and leathery, while others are fresh enough to still stink in the cold room, the blood having dripped down onto the stone floor in dried brown smears into the long metal grated drain in the floor, caked with blood. The exits are through the door in the northwest, which is what you just came in right now. And you do not see any other doors, as this is an L-shaped room. You will have to go in further to see if there's another exit. So, instead of coat closet, it's a hang up your dead skin closet.
Yeah. Great. Whoever's doing this isn't doing a very good job. If you're going to play somebody alive, it shouldn't stink.
I moved there to get a better look.
I'm looking for traps.
Okay, so you start moving in a little. Or slow down.
What do you think, Sharky?
Sharky wants to keep going.
He's full from his snack, so he's all right.
Sharky's like, ooh, these look tasty too.
Hey, Sharky, he's a ghost. He's a ghost.
This is the first pet that I love.
Oh yeah,
Steve has tried to shower us with the cutest pets in the world, and we were like, don't care, don't care, and now we have a mimic. That's a
mimics are my favorite.
You guys weren't around for it, but in the other game, the Plaguestone, I had a champion who got a flaming cat as a mount.
Flaming cheetah.
And as part of my boon, I was able to ride him even though he's on fire. I'm sorry, it was a she. So.
Did you ride him down?
And in the other podcast, in Circus, mild spoiler, Hap has Riley, and she retrains to have Riley as an animal companion. The only thing is, by giving Lauren / Hap a very cute wolf dog, it makes it so easy to manipulate her. It's kind of ridiculous.
Are you going to send the puppy in to attack? No, then she completely changes her attack. I can see that. Why did you get the poor puppy killed? What were you thinking?
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.